Okay, so my Grotesque team is a team that tries to take full advantage of the Grotesque pet. He's a really nice undead creature type gargoyle. Yeah, he's like a gargoyle, isn't he? Who has a lot of health, 1800 as an HH type, which is pretty great for PvP. High health pets are actually really good. Plus, he's got a really unique heal that doesn't work the way it says it does. Basically, the tooltips is stuns the caster and restores 630 health to the user each turn for 3 turns. But what it really does is it gives you 630 health, and then it doesn't stun you. It'll show the animation of your pet being stunned, but that's only for like the end of the turn, and it's basically just a heal. The stun is just there for, I don't even know, like a cosmetic effect, because it doesn't last until your next turn. It's basically just a heal where you don't really do anything during that turn, so the fact that you stunned yourself during that turn doesn't matter. It also doesn't give you the resilience debuff, so it's basically just a really good heal on a 6-round cooldown. And it says it lasts 3 turns, and it kinda does and doesn't. Like, there was one instance where it lasted on the 2nd turn and healed me again for 600, but I don't know. I think this ability is bugged or something, so whatever. And then I have Agony and Shadow Shock. I have a Core Fire Imp in here just because I really want to use something that wasn't the Fiendish Imp, since he's in like 16 of my teams. I used the Fiendish Imp too much, so I thought I would try to give Core Fire Imp some time to shine. Basically, Core Fire Imp, he's like a lesser version of the Fiendish Imp. He can't actually switch out. He does have a heal. I probably should just use that. He's got a heal, he's got immolation, and he's got burn. Basically, the cool thing about him is his immolation. I basically use the Fiendish Imp a ton because he's like the only tier 1 pet with immolation. Immolation's great for destroying decoys, and I've been going against a lot of decoy teams, so I like kind of need some way to destroy decoys, and immolation does that perfectly fine. And the Core Fire Imp, Wild Magic does benefit Grotesque's Agony, and it does benefit the Death Adder's Poison Fang. Death Adder's in here just because I needed a 3rd pet, and I haven't really been using them very much. So I always like to round off my teams with a tier 1 pet if I can, unless it doesn't really need one. This one I was just using Grotesque, and I already have a pet that supports it pretty well with Core Fire Imp, so I just thought it'd be nice to have a 3rd option of a tier 1 pet that I don't use very often. The Death Adder Hatchling, he's just really good against anything. He's a nice pet to start off with, but so is the Core Fire Imp, so he's like an alternate one. If you're going against an AoE team, you're probably going to have to start off with this guy because he has no healing ability in the back row, while the Core Fire Imp does, and Grotesque has his own heal, so he actually might lead off more times than Core Fire Imp if you decide to try out this team. Alright, first team we're up against Iron Starlet, Chrominius. Ooh, looks like we've got a hard hitter here. So, what I have to do is go into Gorefiend Imp. Oh, he's starting off with Celestial Dragon. That works. I'm going to go into Immolation and then switch out. I was thinking about going to the Imp first because I assumed he was going to go into Iron Starlet. Just put up Immolation and then switch into my Death Adder. That way he can blinding poison him. But it looks like this guy, he's probably going to go into a heal, so I'm just going to use this opportunity to switch out. Unless he decides to go for another change in weather. Okay. Whatever. Let's see if he stays in for one more turn. That way I can get a dot on him. Yay, a dot. Let's hope he switches out now. One more. Shadow Shock, I guess. Usually Celestial Dragons, they put up Starfall and then heal, and then put up Flamethrower and then switch out. This guy looks like he's not doing any of that. So, I could go into Stone form and heal up at any moment in time. I really don't want to refresh Agony yet, because it's going to do a lot of damage this turn. So one more Shadow Shock for good measure. Another Flamethrower, huh? Okay. So he's probably going to go into an AoE right here. I might be able to live. I'm going to go into Agony. Agony, I'm gonna risk it, and then go into stone form. Oh, I need to live. I need to live. Live. Just live this turn and you'll win. Just live. Oh, it heals immediately. I thought I'd wait till the end of the turn, like Emerald Dream. Nope. Cool. Okay, in stone form, I've never actually got to use this ability before. Never really needed to. Iron Starlet. Let's see, is Iron Starlet gonna kill me? Is he gonna go into wind up and then just use it right off the bat? Stuns the caster and restores its health to the user each turn for 3 turns. I'm not stunned though. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he's going into Powerball, which means Death Adder can't really do much to him. So, Agony it is. I think he's going to try to get faster than my Death Adder. I don't think he realizes I'm not going to bother going into my Death Adder. I'm just going to let my Imp... Should I let my Imp take it? I don't know. I don't know. One more Wild Magic. Oh, he went straight into it. He didn't even bother going into Supercharge. Okay. Just don't really know what to do here. I guess I can go into Burn. If he's gonna go into Power Balls, it's not really a big deal. You're not gonna be seeing my Death Adder anytime soon. I have the type advantage against you. I'm keeping my Death Adder away from you, specifically because you're faster than him right now with your Power Balls. And looks like you're dead. You really should have went for the Supercharge. You would have gotten the one-shot. But nope. Okay, so Immolation, just in case he puts Howl on me. Nope. He went straight into the kill, which means Death Adder. So we're gonna go into Poison Fang and then Puncture Wound and then Poison Spit as soon as that's over. That way he can't hit me. As his 2 turns of recovering, let's spit in his face. Then call him a dirty whore. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so he's going into Bite. He can't hit me for another turn. Whatever. Death Adder should be able to take him out. No probs. And he went into Howl, even though he's... It has a cooldown, and he knew he couldn't hit me that turn. Maybe he just really hasn't gone against Death Adder in like forever. I'm going to go first, because I'm way faster than him. Oh! Oh, he almost killed me. I thought for sure he'd go into the Surge of Power to kill my Death Adder. I guess not. Death Adder came out on top. Alright, so what we got here is triple Fragment of Anger. This is going to be a doozy. Basically, it all depends how I play this. Core Fire Imp should be able to live in the back row as long as I get Immolation up. Grotesque can out-heal the AoE with Stone Form. And Death Adder is the odd man out. So Death Adder, you're going to have to go literally until you die. You're not getting a switch. He doesn't really have anything that could take you out too bad. Soul Rush will hurt, but that's about it, really. And then we're going to go straight into Puncture Wound. And that didn't really hit that hard. Looks like he got a stun off on me. That was lucky of him. I got the bonus going now. I should be able to get off one more Puncture Wound before dying. Just because I've got Blinding Spit back up. That means no more hits for you for 2 more turns. And... yeah, once my Death Adder's dead. Damn, I can't believe he wasn't able to take out freaking Larry before dying, though. Ugh, that undead racial. So annoying. Okay, Death Adder's dead. Thought for sure he'd go into a Spitfire Beam. But since he didn't, that's fine too. So we're going to use this opportunity right here to go into Immolation. And I think I should go into a Wild Magic too, just to help out my Grotesque a little bit. Wild Magic. Unless he decides to switch out, of course. There goes the Soul Rush. I was expecting that. Let's go into Grotesque. Hopefully he doesn't die in the back row. I'm going to go into an Agony and then Stone Form. Right off the bat. Agony with Wild Magic up, plus my Immolation in the back row. Should be some nice stuff. I'm going to go into my Stone Form now to heal up. Since it pre-stuns me, he can't stun me with his soul thing, right? Wait, stuns a caster and restores health to the user each turn for 3 turns. Oh, I thought it worked a little bit differently than that. I'm still not sure how Stone Form works, to be honest. Oh, he's dead. Good job, Grotesque. How come it's not healing me up every turn like it's supposed to? Why don't you work the way I want you to? Okay, I'm gonna put out Agony. Damn, he's still alive. Wow. Okay, I don't really know how Stone Form works, to be honest. I'm gonna have to look this up after this battle is over. I have to try to kill him in a couple of turns before my Core Fire Imp dies in the back row. Come on, Grotesque. Few more Shadow Shocks. A high-end Shadow Shock. Oh, that was great. Great crit right there. Now all I have to do is live. Live 2 turns. Do it, Core Fire Imp. Just don't get killed with Soul Rush, which hits for more health than you have. Oh. Oh. Too bad. So sad.